Welcome to the Car Guy Show. Join award-winning magazine publisher Tim Miller and national champion race driver Kristen Traeger as they look at Texas car life and Texas car culture. Join them as they meet car guys in their cars, in their garages, and at their clubs and events. Come along for a real kick in the asphalt.
Welcome to the Car Guy Show. I'm your host, Tim Miller.
No, I'm your host, Kristin Traeger.
No, I'm your host, Luke Gigioltti.
Well, regardless of these two, we're at pole position in Frisco, Texas, where we're tearing up the track with electric carts. But first, we have a great show that we want to show you.
Yeah, we go to the Leake Auction.
We drive the new 2014 Dodge Challenger Hemi.
And we head down to Houston for an incredible boat and car show. But let's not forget Texas Motor Speedway for the Corvette Club's Lone Star Classic. This is an awesome weekend with Corvettes from across the nation. They come here to autocross, they come here for the show and shine, they come here to get on the big oval. So come along with us on the ride, because we're gonna have a little bit of fun.
Hi, I'm Sharon Troster. I'm part of Lone Star Corvette Club. We bought my car in '04 after I saw the Le Mans Blue and I had to have it. So I traded in my truck and bought a Corvette. My newest feature is my wrap that we got from the museum. And just to advertise, because we're local leaders, had the car for 10 years, brand new, had 4 miles on it. I've got 80,000 on it now, so it's not a garage queen.
Hi, I'm Sherry Harvey. This is my C6 Corvette. It's a Z51 model. It's convertible, of course, as you see. And it's one of only about 30-something that's in this color combo with a stick shift. And what you see is Z51 Corvette convertible. It does have ZR1 custom wheels on it with Z06 braking system. It was a full conversion. I did the entire engine. It's all been modified. Everything that you see that's not stock, I did myself.
Hey, this is Lindsay, and we're at the Lone Star Corvette Classic event here at Texas Motor Speedway. And we have Rebecca Walker from Fort Worth, and she's going to take a ride in the C7 with Lou with LG Motorsports. Have you ever been on the racetrack before?
No.
So what are you feeling right now? I'm feeling a little nervous, but excited, super excited. Got my helmet ready, borrowing my son's helmet, so I'm ready to go, super excited.
You ready to go?
Hi, I'm Robert Shellberg, president of the Lone Star Corvette Club, and this is my 1982 Corvette that I bought brand new in 1982. It's a one-owner car, and I drove the wheels off of it for the first 3 or 4 years that I had it. Then I parked it in the garage because I had a daughter going to college and I didn't need to be spending money on the car. And in 2000, I drug it out, cleaned it up, started doing the NCRS Bloomington Gold stuff. It's an NCRS top flight car. 97 or better at both regional and national meet. It's Bloomington Gold, Survivor, and Benchmark. It's a gold spinner, it's a tri-power, and it's a triple crown car. I just have fun with it. One of the 2 favorite things I like about it is, one, it is a crossfire, but it will start without you even being in it, and I still have the original wheels.
Hi, my name is Jack Clark and I'm from Lampasas, Texas. And what I have is a 1961 big brake fuel injected Corvette. Had it since 1979, but after we got to looking at it, it actually is a big brake. Well, only 233 of them built in 1961, so it's sort of a rare car. Been working on it since 1979, been through 3 restorations, a lot of money. But basically what makes this so rare is one, the hubcaps, which were what we call dog dish hubcaps, the size of the wheels, and it had special brakes for off-road racing. Only thing I can say about the car is just taking a lot of time, a lot of effort, worth every penny of it to me. Even at 67, it's still fun.
I saw 118. Oh, wow, okay. And he has great brakes. I love that. Yeah, I love roller coasters, and everybody kept saying, do you like roller coasters? I like it. It'd be great. I feel like a roller coaster.
We're at pole position, and you're watching the Car Guy Show. We'll be right back.
We road trip down to Seabrook, Texas for the 19th Annual Keels and Wheels Concurso de Elegance. Every year, this is one of my favorite shows. It's the first weekend in May. You won't want to miss it. Check it out from this year's show. Welcome to the Car Guy Show. I'm your host, Tim Miller, and we're in Seabrook, Texas for the 19th Annual Keels and Wheels Concours d'Elegance. You know, this is one of my favorite events every year, the first weekend in May. And what's not to like? We're at the beautiful grounds of the Lakewood Yacht Club, so come with me as we take a look at some cars and some yachts.
I'm John Hodges from Leake City, Texas, and this is my 1967 Hemi Belvedere. It's one of 22 that were made in '67 that Mopar put the Hemi in it. Most of those, or at least 18 of them, were sold to Chrysler executives. This is number 16 of the 18 that were sold. It's a little over 536 horsepower. It's got a lot of muscle in it, and just a strong muscle car from the 60s.
Good afternoon, I'm Rufus Coburn from Austin, Texas. Delighted to have my pride and joy, an SS90 sports car, 1935. The SS90 was built by the company which became Jaguar Cars. This is the original car, original color.
Hi, I'm Jack Crabtree from Denison, Texas. This car is a 1966 Super Sport Chevelle, 396, 360 horsepower. And what you see on the car is all original. It came from the factory just like you see it. Quite proud of what's here.
Thanks for having a boat guy on a Car Guy show. What we have here today is a 1932 Dodge 25.5 foot. What makes it unique is that this is one of two, possibly three 25.5 foot Dodges in existence. This is designed to accommodate the Lycoming V12 engine.
Well, that's it for this week's show. We've had a great weekend out here at Seabrook, Texas for the Keels and Wheels Concours d'Elegance. Bob Fuller and the Lakewood Yacht Club put on a wonderful show. I highly recommend it that you come out here the first weekend in May every year, because I know we will, and I hope to see you there. That's it, and I'm out of here in my beautiful Metropolitan now.
All right, Tim, get out of my car.
Come on, I love this thing.
All right, just go ahead.
Okay, all right, thank you. Well, get into the other side.
Hey guys, we're here at pole position, and up next I take Tim and Luke over to the Leake Auction, and we meet with Richard Sevenoaks, the president and CEO of the auction. Check it out. Today we are here with Richard Sevenoaks, president and owner of Leake Auction Company. Can you tell us about how this company got started?
Sure, it was a hobby of my father-in-law. He was in the wholesale grocery business, and every time they had an empty warehouse in all the small towns around Oklahoma and Texas, he'd fill it with old cars. And then he'd have a load of stuff come in from the railroad and he'd have to empty it, so he'd sell all the cars. So it was, he was a hoarder before there were hoarders.
That's fantastic. Well, if you can hear in the background, we actually have a live auction going on right now. What are some cars that we can expect to be put on auction today?
Well, right now the popular cars, of course, are the cars of the 50s and 60s. The muscle cars are real big, but down here in Texas, everyone likes trucks. So we got probably 10% of our inventory is going to be pickup trucks, SUVs. You know, what you do is you go through the high school parking lots. Remember back when you were 16, what was the most popular car? That's the type of cars we're selling right now.
Any exotics we can look forward to seeing?
Oh yeah, you know, you being an old Porsche race car driver, you got to drive around. We got a Porsche over there. We got Bentleys. We got LeBron James's Bentley GT.
All right, that's
yeah. We got to go see that. You know,
that's
up
a
front.
hot item.
Yeah, that's a hot item. We got a picture of him standing next to it, and of course you'll have the Porsches. You'll have the Bentleys. You'll have a lot of different Highline cars. You just have to look around the building. We got Mercedes. You got Maseratis. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of everything, and the fun thing is that you can go ahead and buy it as your second or third car, drive it around just for the weekends, and just have it as a play toy.
Hey Tim, I think I need a new company car. We need to expense that.
Yeah, we'll get that handled for you. We'll get you right into it. You can fit. There's an Aston Martin over there that I can't fit in, so I bet you look good driving that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having us out today. This is a fantastic experience. My first time at an auction, and it is something to see for sure.
Yeah, and it's something for everybody. We sell $5,000 entry-level cars, and we sell $150,000 trailer queens. So if you're looking for a ride, come see us.
Hi everyone, we're at Leake Auctions here with Jeff Allen from the Car Chasers. And Jeff, tell us about, we're standing in front of the 73 Charger right now, but he has brought how many cars?
I brought a total of 4 that'll be running across the block tomorrow.
Besides this Dodge, what else do you have?
We've got a 63 Galaxy. I call it the grandma car, you know, because it's grandma original. And it even smells like grandma, so it's all good, you know.
So, I mean, what brings you here? What do you do to find these cars? Because, you know, you're on the show, Car Chasers.
Right.
What do you do?
We find them, we fix them, and we flip them. That's the motto of the show.
You do the restorations,
we
whatever
do,
they need to do.
To a point. I don't like to paint. I don't like the fumes. So I let somebody else do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll take a car from start to, to finish. A lot of the cars that we like to do, I like to call them cosmetic restorations. Like maybe it's a wheels and tires and different stripes that the owner put on them that just aren't what will bring them the most money. So we like to do a lot of that. This particular car, we didn't touch.
Yeah, so do you find, I mean, in the market today, I know, especially with muscle cars, that the market's really kind of changing. Are people buying original stuff still? Do they want the original untouched? Do they want the cars in the correct factory colors, the correct factory wheels, just as they came?
There's 2 groups. There's the purist, and then there's the pro touring guys right now. And it's kind of a battle. You don't know which way to go. Like this car right here would be an excellent candidate to turn into a pro touring car. But a purist may fall in love with it. I've seen, for example, 69 Camaros. For years, you couldn't give away a 69 Camaro with a 6-cylinder motor, right? Now, I've watched them go across the block and bring as much as some V8s. And I think it's because so many of those cars were bought up, the motor was yanked out, chucked over here, let's make it a clone, and that happens, and that totally changes the marketplace. And so I do think, and the other thing I think is really important right now is funk is cool. There's a weird thing, but the 70s are coming back, and you see it in the cars, and you see it in what everybody's buying. Eric on my show is probably the youngest member of our cast that's a part of the show. He's worked for me for 8 years, and we call him the mad scientist. He loves Lincolns. You know what I mean? And I thought, he's doing a frame-off restoration on a 79 Lincoln. I thought he was crazy. But you see some of these prices they're bringing nowadays, That's what the next generation's into,
Funkadelic,
isn't it? You think about it, but think about all the cars that are here, and then watch them across the block today. The cars that were the most original and the funky colors are bringing the most money.
So why Lake? Why Lake Auctions? And which auctions do you go to? Do you like the smaller ones? Do you tend to go to the bigger ones like Barrett Jackson and Mecum?
We go to all of them. We cover the whole spectrum. What I like about Lake is the family atmosphere.
Okay.
I've known Richard and Nancy for years.
Yeah.
And you know, coming here is comfortable. It's very comfortable. We know that. I love the fact that the hotel's right across the street.
Yeah.
It's a great venue. I like that my cars are all inside. I'm really weird about that. But if you watch my show, you'll know that I'm very anal about my cars have to be inside. I don't ever put anything outside.
Yeah, well, you heard it from Jeff. He is the man when it comes to tracking these things down, flipping them, and selling them at places like Lake. So that is it. It's a great afternoon here at Lake Auctions. We got to talk to a bunch of people, everything from barn finds to cars that are being flipped and sold.
And how great was Richard? He was amazing.
Guy was awesome. All right, well, I think we're pretty much done here. How about we go take a ride in the country?
All right, I'm down for that. But let's rock, paper, scissors for who gets to drive.
Oh my gosh.
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and then go, right?
All right.
1, 2, 3,
go. Oh my goodness. No way.
1, 2, 3, go. No.
Oh my gosh.
1, 2, 3, go. Stop it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my goodness. All right, go, go, go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yes!
Dang it.
I won! I won!
Get up in this thing.
Good afternoon. My name is Jack Gritton. I'm an instructor here at Lincoln College of Technology in Grand Prairie, Texas. I've been an instructor here for a little over 12 years now. One of the things about Lincoln College is we teach the basics as far as automotive, diesel, collision, HVAC, which is HVAC, welding, and we also have a new CNC program. As far as automotive and diesel goes, we give you the basics, plus we go beyond the basics, as you can see behind me, and we teach a little high performance. What you see behind me is a 1991 Chevrolet Lumina that was run by Ernie Irvin, and this car behind me, he won the Daytona 500 with this particular car. About 4 years ago, we had 7 collision students strip this thing down to bare metal and rework it the way you see it is today. The engine is a small block 350. Which they run back in that day. It has the original transmission, the original differential, everything's set up the way it was back in this day. 4 months ago, we had 6 students pull the engine out and refresh the engine, and it runs like you heard earlier. If you would like to further and advance your knowledge of automotive and diesel technology, please come see us here at Lincoln Tech.
Was it Car Guy Show? Sorry, I'm bad at this. I'm terrible. I've never done it before.
We're using that.
No, don't use that.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You're watching the Car Guy Show. It's a kick in the asphalt.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm Luke Betchner, and I cannot wait to tell you about the new Dodge Challenger Hemi with the shaker hood scoop that we got to drive. Drove it on the street, took it to the track, got it a little bit sideways. It was awesome. Hey everyone, we're here with the 2014 Dodge Challenger RT Shaker Edition. So what you get, what does that mean? You get the shaker hood scoop, just like the old 70s had on it. It's, I'm sure a lot of you remember riding in these cars and you'd hit the throttle and the whole intake would move around. They're bringing it back. You get a matte black graphics package that extends from the hood to the roof all the way to the trunk. Cool spoilers, some color matched grills here and there, 20-inch wheels, and what Dodge calls a track tune suspension. What's real, again, so this car has a 6-speed transmission, which I love. I'm a big row your own kind of guy. It's paired to a 5.7 liter Hemi, puts out around 375 horse, and so let's take a look under the hood. So as you can see here, with the new style shaker, it's a bit different than the old design. You still have a fully functioning cold air intake from the front, but what's different is that the routing the air goes around back into a standard filtration system, which then leads to your intake manifold. So it is different, but it's still cool. The hood's cut out, which is awesome because we were just on our way here. You saw the whole engine moving around. So let's see how it works on the track. So let's do a couple laps here. Things are warmed up, stability track's off, traction control's off. It's pretty easy to run out of RPMs coming out of corners. So you just gotta go up one a little bit sooner. For how heavy of a car this is, the brakes work all right. They do a pretty good job at slowing it down. As you'll see in a lot of my other drives or whatever cars that I'm in, I'm a huge fan of 6-speed. For that reason, I give Dodge a huge applause for keeping the 6-speed. As most of you know, paddle shift, sequential, double clutch, whatever you want to call it, is taking precedent over a manual transmission. But the reason why I love this is because of this right here. You can still do your own heel toe down shift. You get your rev matching. It's something else to do in the car. And quite frankly, it's just more fun. The transmission works good. The pedals are spaced pretty appropriately. I'm not moving my heel too far over to get to that gas in order to do my downshift. Everything is pretty accessible. Throttle response is good. Clutch feel is okay. It's a little bit soft compared to your Porsche GT3s, which is extremely firm. But I noticed on American cars it tends to be a bit softer. All right. Well, that about wraps up the 2014 Dodge Challenger. That was a freaking blast. I can honestly say this car is way more fun when it's sideways than just going around a road course. We took care of, I'd say, more than one grasshopper, but the Hemi ran great. You gotta love the shaker, and the 6-speed was a blast to drive.
That's it for this week's show. Thanks for tuning in.
Be sure to check out our website, www.thecarguyshow.com, and like us on Facebook.
And tune in next week for another kick in the asphalt.
Like this show? Want more? Then head to WatchPTTV.com, the new 100% free PowerTube TV streaming network. Home of the best classic and new motorsports racing and build shows on the web.